Hey guys, so I'm doing some recones. Gonna shoot a little video for you. I got about 5-ish done, 4.5 or so. But I figured I'd shoot a little video up, doing maybe a couple of them for you. It might be kind of educational for you guys to watch. If you don't know how to do recones, it's a good way to learn, is always watching somebody. Also too, I want to let you guys know that I'm going to do a little giveaway for you guys. I got a bunch of decals made. I would say about 20. They're of my YouTube name, so it's Travis STU. So it's a little giveaway for you guys. If you guys would like a decal, would you like to, represent my channel, that would be fantastic. I would gladly send you one. All you have to do is just comment in my video here saying, hey, send me a decal. Let me know if you want green or orange. I have green and I have orange. So if I run out of one, if everybody wants one color and I run out, you're probably gonna get the other one. But so the sooner you comment that you want one, you'll be put in the order of, the first 10 that says they want orange or something. Then, them first 10 are gonna get orange. I'll let you know before I send it out. I'll PM you back or whatever, personal message you, let you know, hey, I ran out of orange or green. And I'll send you the other one if you want. 4 recones done. They're down here. I think I got one of these I have to do the terminals on or something yet. Yeah, I did get them all done. No? Okay. So yeah, they're all done. All ready to go here. And you're probably wondering why I'm reconing anyways. I might not explain this to you. I did post a video, kind of short, that I was reconing. And for those who missed that, basically, I had a couple cones, if you've seen one of my videos, that ripped. And I was kind of playing around in the box trying to figure out what went on. So that's not something I'm going to glue back together. Not when it's in a 4th order that's, going to be blown apart again. But anyways, so I decided to recone. And a lot of these too, it didn't have to rip apart. But if you're going to have a fresh cone on a commonly shared 4th order, then you're probably going to want to just recone them all, because if one's looser than the other one, yada yada yada. But you can see these coils still looked really nice and shiny. They're not black at all, so they didn't really need to be, but I just wanted everything to be the same. I think that's going to be a big deal in making sure I maintain the same scores and everything else. So I still have 4, 5, 6, 7 more to do. So I got these 5, and then I got them 2. Them just have the cones sitting in them. They're all prepped, I believe. Maybe they're not even prepped yet. I might have to prep those yet, like get the glue all off of them. Actually, I think I do. So those are all prepped, them 2 aren't. But getting into the video here for you guys. Alright, so when you recone a sub, you want to make sure, of course, you clean this stuff, sand it, with some kind of a sander or something to get it, all the stuff removed so it's a nice smooth surface. Also, sanding helps the other glue stick. Some companies, when they send out the subs, they don't even sand the baskets at all, and you can have problems there, but it's not everyone, just some of them. CA glue you can buy online. You can find that about anywhere. This is some I found at Hobbytown. It's a rubber toughened, same thing that they use at like a company that you buy a subwoofer from. So same thing that you get it from like DB or wherever, DC Audio or something. And this is another one, Black Diamond, same kind of thing. It's a rubber toughened CA glue. There we go, focus. So that Black Diamond I liked a lot. They didn't have any more of that, so I'm just using this. They call it tire glue because it has like a, what do they call it? It's flexible. It's a flexible bond. It's not like the rubber, like if you get a DC sub, they'll send you like a rubber glue for the actual, like, I think it's dust cap or surround or something. It's not an actual rubber glue. This is more like a CA, where this is an actual, like, it's like rubber when it dries. It's like a thick plasti dip in a sense, I guess would be the easiest way to explain it. Anyway, so get stuff all clean. Make sure you clean out your motor. You don't want any bits and pieces in there. I always use my air compressor to blow it out. Make sure everything's blown out real good. And then I like to take a microfiber towel and I tuck it in there and get it down there as far as I can. And then I'll turn it around it, get it down there as far as you can. The reason why I use the microfiber is anything that, like any little pieces of metal or anything like that is in the motor will get stuck to your microfiber towel. You could sit there with a pick tool all day long, you probably won't get it out. You go around once or twice with microfiber, it's gonna take it all out. And you can look in there and make sure there's nothing in there. Next thing you wanna do, of course, is have your cone ready to go. These ones had the rings on them from the factory, and I'm just gonna go ahead and reuse the old rings. I kinda like the idea of a little bit of extra something holding down the spider packs. One thing I noticed too is that compared to the old Recones, these ones are pretty stiff, which they weren't stiff to begin with the other, or they're not really stiff like DD or Sound Cubed or something like that. One of them brands that, you know, they're really stiff. These aren't nearly as stiff as that, but they're stiffer than the ones I took out, which of course, you know, they're gonna break in a little bit, but I was surprised at how much of a difference they were. I almost thought they were a different spider at first. How much looser the other ones got compared to these. So once you got this all prepped, I like to fold my surround over so it's sticking up. Set that to the side. Take your CA glue. A nice bead on there. One of these bottles of glue might get me through maybe 2 or 3 subs if I'm lucky. Maybe more like 1.5 or 2. Just kind of depends on how much you use and how big the subwoofer is. 18s, of course, are going to take more. Same with 15s. 10s will take a little bit less. Not a whole much. A whole lot less, but. So just get that on there. I didn't put it by the screw holes because I want to be able to get them screws back out. Get that all lined up. How you want to set your cones, your wires, your terminals are all in the same spot. I use playing cards. You can put as many as you want together. This one takes 4. So I just got 3 groups of 4 that fit around there perfectly. You can use other things like, I think it's Mylar or something like that. Sometimes companies will send it with it. I know Audio Cue used to send it with the subwoofer. They used to send you glue and sticks and all sorts of stuff. I don't know if they still do. It's been a while since I've ran Audio Cue. Make sure that's all centered in there the place you want it. Now, like I said, I am using the spider rings again, so a little something extra to hold it down. And I lost my little bit that goes in here. Clamps are always nice to have. You're going to want probably for like this 12, I think I have like 25 to 30 of them or something. You're going to want good clamps. These ones I got at Harbor Freight, they were like 99 cents a piece. Hobbytown that I went to also had a kicker. Helps cure the CA glue. The stuff that I got, there's 2 different types. I got this type, which doesn't make it turn white when you spray it on there. It's kind of like almost an oil base, it seems like. The other stuff I got, this Zap or whatever, the foam safe kicker. The instant I spray it, turns it white, turns the CA glue white. So if you don't care, if it's, you know, somewhere you're not going to see it, probably not a big problem. But I was sprayed it on a cap, on a dust cap, and it's like, oh, that's fantastic. And it's white, so that kind of sucks. And I think it's moisture or something causes it to do that. But I don't know why that kicker would have moisture in it. It's kind of dumb. So once you get them clamped down around your spiders, just lay a nice bead of glue all the way around up here. So there's that. Then you just take your little foam surround, just fold it down. Now when I clamp this, I like to make sure that when I'm clamping it's not really squeezing it over to the side. So I try to watch it, make sure it's staying even, so that way you're not pulling the surround way over onto one side of the basket, causing it to maybe make the coil shift it a little bit. Does it matter or not, I don't know, it's just what I like to do. So get those all clamped down. So there's that. Pretty much done there. Now all you gotta do is wait for it to all dry. The kicker will help it set up and cure quicker. You don't want to go throwing it in your car right away. I usually let them sit overnight. The kicker is meant to cure that stuff instantly, but underneath the foam, it doesn't really, you know, the glue on the outside edges is what cures right away. So the inside of the glue, like, you know, inside the, between the foam and stuff like that, doesn't get fully cured, so you want to wait. I've done it before. I've reconed a sub and threw it in and ran it right away. It was fine, but I would wait. It's probably better to just make sure it cures completely. But I think you start seeing this white now that I was talking about, how it's turning white. See here too, right there. It's turning that stuff white. So that kicker discolors. That was this stuff here, so it looks like it discolors, so I would watch out for it. This kicker didn't, but it didn't nearly dry it as quick. This is called Instaset, but it didn't dry it nearly as quick. There's also like Cyberbond that comes with your Sound Cubed or DD audio or DC audio. They usually send you some kind of a accelerator. This is what comes from Sound Cubed. There's some others I had from DC audio, but DC audio just sends it in like a bottle like that, and then they just send like a spray bottle of the kicker, so you can't tell what name it is or brand or anything else. They probably get it in bulk, my guess. So there you go. There's that. Last part is doing dust cap. I'm not gonna put it on yet because I gotta pull my cards. But I always take the dust cap, and I actually learned this from Kurt Bills. It took me a while to figure this one out. You know, first couple recones I did, the cap was all like, you know, way off and looked funny. I mean, it wasn't way off, but when I was looking at it, it looked straight. But when I set it back and looked at it, I could tell that it wasn't centered. But one way to figure that out is just take a tape measure and you just measure it, make sure it's even on both sides when you're doing it, and it'll get it a lot straighter. And then once you do that, take like a marker or a pen or something. This carbon fiber type stuff really soaks in the marker. So I spread on it a lot. Just make sure it's completely wrote on so I can see it. It's hard to see it on this. But then that'll tell you, you know, where your center is. So you're gonna bead of glue on there, and then when you set it on there, you know where to center it to. It'll, you know, because if you see a gap like that, you know you're not center. You kind of get it more to the center. It looks a lot better for you. But that's pretty much that. Let's go over here. I got that one's reconed. Just got a cone sit on top of that one's reconed. This is where you can see I sprayed the glue on that cap, completely turned it white. So I mean, you can probably take a magic marker or something, clean that up. That one's done. There we go. Them two are done back there. I just got them two to do. That's it. And then I got to solder leads on this, but I think I have a little clip for you on that. I already shot, but yeah, you'll have to solder your leads. So I want to see if you guys can figure something out real quick. This will be interesting. Figure this one out. It's probably cured enough, and I got it with the clamps that it can be pulled. I'm not worried about those right now. There you go. Hear it? Listen. Sounds like you got dirt in there or something, doesn't it? First one I reconed, I thought, oh crap, I got dirt in it. Man, I'm gonna tear it back apart. It's not the case. Calm down. It's what I tell myself. When your terminals down here, your leads, for your terminals, your when them leads touch, for some strange reason on these subs, I don't know if it's all of them, but on these subs, it makes it sound like there's dirt in there. So I'll just take these out, make sure they're not touching each other. That's what I was doing for a minute there while you're waiting, you know, just kind of making sure they were touching so I could do it. So now that they're not touching, no noise. So first one I did, I freaked out. I was like, oh crap. I was like, I knew I cleaned it out. I know there was nothing in there, but it was making a little bit of a like a rubbing noise. It wasn't even rubbing though. It was the leads were just sitting on each other because I hadn't, you know, connected them yet. So they were just sitting on each other, and it was causing a little bit of a, because it's a coil, so there's induction or whatever you want to call it, and it was causing it to sound like it was rubbing. So that's that. This one's all ready to go. I just got 2 more to do. I got to clean these ones up. They're not cleaned up yet or anything. I mean, they're taken apart. They just need to be cleaned up. I got them 2 left. I got 4 of them loaded up already. So I got 4 of them already in here, loaded up. I'm putting these little poles in here to help strengthen some things before.